I want you to imagine something for a second. Picture a world where technology isn't just something you stare at on a screen, but something that actually walks right beside you, ready to help out. Well, guess what? That world is a lot closer than you might think. Today, we're going to dive into what happens when AI gets a body.
You know, we're all getting pretty used to AI, like ChatGPT, right? The kind that lives inside our phones and computers. But what if that same smart, thinking intelligence could literally step out of the screen, walk around your room, and interact with the world? That's the huge, game-changing shift we're talking about today, the rise of physical AI.
So what's the big difference here, really? Well, think of the AI we have now as a brain in a box. It's incredibly smart, for sure, but it's stuck behind a screen. Physical AI is the next step in evolution. It's that same powerful brain, but now it has a body. It can see, it can move, and it can actually do things in the real world, right here with us.
And let's be clear, this is way more than just a simple upgrade. We are seriously entering a brand new era. We're moving from an AI we just talk to an AI we can work with side by side. Here's probably the easiest way to think about it. For years, all the focus was on making the AI brain smarter and smarter. But the mission now is to take that incredible brain and give it a body so it can actually do stuff in our physical world.
So, what in the world is physical AI? Let's break down what makes these new thinking robots so completely different from the simple machines we've seen in the past. And here's the most important part. This is not like some old factory robot that's just programmed to do one single thing over and over again. Nope. A physical AI has a brain. It can actually understand what's going on around it, react when things change unexpectedly, and figure out how to solve problems all by itself.
Okay, let's see how this might actually work. Imagine a robot walks into a room and sees a huge, messy pile of laundry. It doesn't just freeze up. First, it sees the messy pile. Then, it understands the goal. Okay, these clothes need to be folded. Next, it decides on the best way to fold each different item. A shirt is different from a pair of pants, right? And finally, it acts, folding each one. See, understand, decide, act. It does it all on its own.
So how far off is this future? Well, take a look at this. Right now, digital AI is everywhere. But in just 3 to 10 years, that's really not that long. Experts are predicting that physical AI helpers will be as normal to see around as smartphones are today. And the big goal? To free all of us from jobs that are difficult, dangerous, or just super boring, giving us more time to be creative and connect with each other. Now, with AI getting this smart, the way we learn has to change too. The old rules of just memorizing a bunch of facts for a test, they're pretty much out the window. It's all about building real-world skills now.
Think about it. In the past, remembering facts was everything. But today, an AI can remember more than any human ever could. So the skills that really matter are changing. First, you need to become a fast learner, someone who can pick up new tools and adapt quickly. Second is learning by doing, because actually solving a real problem is way more valuable than just getting a good grade. And maybe the most important of all is developing your human eye. You know, that special gut feeling for what's cool or beautiful or just feels right. That's a skill no AI can ever copy.
All right, now for the big question that's probably on your mind, what does all this mean for our jobs, for our careers? Look, change can feel a little scary, I get it. But history has shown us that big new technologies always create new and often even more exciting jobs. So let's explore where you might fit into this new world. In this new AI era, most jobs are probably going to fall into 3 main groups, which you can see right here. First up, you've got the builders, the people who actually create the AI. Then there are the architects, the folks who use AI as a super powerful tool. And finally, you have the heart of society, jobs that are all about skills that are uniquely human.
So first, let's talk about the builders. These are the engineers and scientists, the ones who are literally designing the minds and bodies of physical AI. If you're someone who loves math, logic, and the idea of building something totally new from scratch, this is definitely the world for you.
Next up are the architects. Now this is really important. These are not always coders or tech people. They are experts in their own fields. You know, doctors, artists, farmers, teachers, who figure out how to use AI as a tool to completely change their work for the better. They're the ones who bring AI's power into the real world. And finally, we have the heart of society. You see, as AI starts to handle more of the boring, routine stuff, our human qualities become even more valuable. This group includes jobs that need deep empathy,
creativity, and human connection. Think artists, counselors, community leaders, entertainers. These roles are going to become more important than ever.
So we've talked about the tech, new ways to learn, and what jobs might look like. But the single most powerful tool you have to get ready for this future, it isn't technology at all. It's actually something you already have inside you.
The world is changing faster than ever before. That old idea of finding one safe job and staying there for your whole life, yeah, that's fading away. But listen, that's not a threat, it's an invitation. It's an invitation for you to be a pioneer, to explore new things, and to create your own unique path.
This really requires a big shift in how we think. Instead of asking, what job can I get? Start asking, what problem do I want to solve? Try framing it like this. What is something in the world that I really care about, and how can I use these amazing AI tools to help fix it? That's how you'll find your purpose.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. Your unique ideas, your passions, your ability to care about others, those are things no machine will ever be able to replicate. The only real question is, what problem are you going to point your courage at? The future isn't just something that's coming, it's something for you to build.